And if there was, one thing that you could tell, a fellow believer as a Christian, if there's something that you've learned, through that process of, being with the Lord, walking with Him, and knowing Him. If there's something that, like, this thing right here really changed the game for me, what do you think that would be?
Let me think about that for like 10 seconds to
Yeah.
give a sufficient answer.
Yeah, you're good, man.
Just soak in His presence.
I would say it's two things. Listening to God and hearing Him accurately. That's one thing. That's a journey within itself, is hearing Him accurately, but also doing what He says and just coming into that closeness, right, with Him. That's one thing. And then the other thing is understanding. There's a prayer about this, but basically that the eyes of your heart may be enlightened. Understanding that a lot of God's power has already been given to you. I think it says He has given us all things pertaining to godliness. So it's like He hasn't given us few things, nor is it saying He will give us. It's that He has given us all things. And the other verse is talking about the strength within our inner being, right? Our inner man. If you look at a lot of the Bible, it talks about your inner man. So understanding who you are as a spirit, not as a person, but literally as a spirit, understanding what does it mean to be a new creation in Christ, where as a new creation in Christ, He has started a new thing where before we had to go into a temple and basically people would die because of the presence was so powerful that they wouldn't be able to go in. But Jesus has enabled us to basically become a temple where our spirit has been connected with God's spirit. Yeah. Understanding that will take you to the next level. And I think that's where we draw on the power. That's where we draw on the strength. That's where we draw on the hope. It's from within. Yeah, a lot of people don't talk about the inner man.
And it's beautiful because I think there could be a parallel there between what happened occasionally whenever someone walked into like the Holy of Holies and died, is that if we allow like the Spirit to operate in us in such a strong way, there's no other result than our flesh dying.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Just like the flesh dying that entered into like to the temple. Yeah. And it's like, hey, bro, man, God is so beautiful. Yeah. And the way He like wrote His word, that's just it. I don't know.
It's a great point, and I don't have to get too much into it, but the flesh is contrary to the spirit. They're kind of at war with each other. So growing stronger in your spirit, a lot of times you have to kill the flesh, because the flesh desires. The flesh wants attention. It wants validation. It wants food, right? Whereas the spirit wants the things of God, right? The spirit is on another plane of existence. So